So, I was really bored one day and I decided to go on one of my manga reading sites and basically just choose one random. I clicked the tab that said hot manga, basically. Like what was happening then, what was popping then, what was basically something that a lot of people really wanted to read at that point. I stumbled onto a manga called Tomo-chan, or not Tomo-chan. Tomo-chan is a girl, or Tomo wa Onanako. Uh, so I'm gonna give you the gist. I'll give you the gist of what it is, like just a short summary of what I think about it. So this follows a female lead named Tomo, who falls for a childhood friend named June. It's a shortened version, but he basically goes by June the entire series. Uh, so there's those two that fall in love, but the thing is that he doesn't see her that way, like because she's such a tomboy. He sees her more as a best friend, like a guy best friend, like yeah, what's up, bro, that kind of thing. Because they both learned karate, and she already had learned way before that. So she was very tomboyish. She didn't look like a guy, or she didn't look like a girl. So for probably all the way through middle school, he thought that she was a guy. So it's basically she's basically trying to get how to get him to see her as a woman. Some other things ensue, like you have a supporting cast of a girl named Carol, another childhood name Gundo. I'm using her last name. A lot of the time they use it, or Misuzu. Oh my god, it's gonna be so hard for me to even get that name right for some reason. But it's basically those surrounding those four people and how to get Tomo recognized. So it's basically a love manga. It's really fun to actually watch. Like just the way she is. Like she's kind of tsundere, but kind of really not tsundere. It's really fun to kind of watch her try and fail a lot of the times. And I'm trying to think how many chapters it is. I think I wrote a note down saying how many chapters it was. It was like 900 and something chapters, but the chapters aren't long. Like I don't want you to get the wrong idea, like that the chapters are super long and it feels kind of like One Piece where you're never gonna finish. So I'll give you an example of what one looks like right now. See, it's not long. You'll go to the next page and that's it. Like it's not a long manga that you need to read. So it's all about basically that. A lot of fun things ensue. There's some minor things that are always going to be stapled into this kind of manga and this type of genre. But overall, it's definitely a fun watch, especially just how they incorporate karate into it a lot of the time, or just like brute strength and stuff like that. But the style, the look of the characters, all of this is good. I think that my only minor complaint is that the style is good, but sometimes the emotion on their faces, you can't really tell, even if you read it, because I've read it several times. Like I've read a reaction thing several times. I'm like, I still don't kind of get their reaction. They make up for it for one character who doesn't show emotion very well, but for another character, it just doesn't work. Like it doesn't work at all. But as far as payoff goes, the payoff is decent. It's not like fantastic, but it's also kind of just a short story. It's made by I'm trying to think of the name off the top of my head, and I'm probably not going to think of it off the top of my head, even though I have it written down right there. I hope I'm saying this right. Yanagita Fumida, I think that's how you say it. She's basically a person that made all of these right here that I'm putting up on the screen. I want to do that just because I know a lot of people don't do that. Like, I feel like if you liked it and you don't know how to look up the other author's stuff, you already have a post of what it should look like, of what they've written down. I've looked into some of them, but I haven't been able to look through all of them. They kind of feel similar, but that's how authors usually do it. They go by they write similar stories, but they get better through that. So overall, I think it's definitely a good thing you should really watch. Like it's a fun thing to read. It's not something that you instantly need to finish. It's not something that you are gonna need to like read constantly. It's fully complete. It's done. Like you don't need to read anymore. It's completely done. I think it was done around 2016 or something like that. I could be wrong, but it's completed already. So I definitely give it recommend to watch. And I hope you guys like this video. I might do more of this where I just review or just give you a tiny summary and then tell you what I think and give you reasons why you should watch it, reasons why you can't watch or shouldn't watch it. This one it's good. It's good paced. It's nice style. A little hard to read some people's emotion. The payoff is kind of nice. The little here and there about being tough and trying to stand up to some people and things like that. Really nice. So I suggest you guys give it a watch, and I hope your day is awesome you are, and have a nice day.